Hi, Team Revolution. We want to welcome you to this awesome chance to talk to Greg Davis, who is our #1 recruiter on the team. He has 55 personals so far. So we're gonna pick his brain, even what there is to pick, and we're gonna find out what he's doing besides rooting the Patriots on, since they
go Red Sox, go Celtics, go Bruins.
Yeah, he's trying to get hurt right now, but it's okay. He's doing great in ILA, so it's okay. And I'm a poet, and I don't know it, but that's all right.
But you're
so we're going to try to pick his brain a little bit and see if he can help us figure out what to do. So Jennifer's got some questions for him, and we're just going to turn it over to Jen and Greg. Oh, by the way, Greg was mentioned. I don't know if you listened to the last 2 calls. Last week, the 29th, and the week before on the 22nd. If you go back and listen to those calls, Greg was in the top 10 both weeks. So he's obviously doing something right. So we're going, and he's on our team. Amen. So we're going to take it away, Greg and Jennifer.
All right. So Ted mentioned
we're having fun if you can't tell.
They already said you had 55 personal associates. How long have you been in the biz, and how long have you been actually trying?
Oh, good answer. I mean, good questions. Actually, I have Mr. Eddie Kane to thank for introducing me to this incredible opportunity. When I originally got involved in it, however, I won't say that I understood what I had in my hands. It was Thursday night about midnight, and I figured I'd just get in and do a little here, a little there. A couple days later, Saturday night, about 11 o'clock at night, is when the light went on. And the light went on and said, do you understand what you have in your hands? What has just come across your lap? And all of a sudden, I realized. And I paced the floor for about 4 hours, literally, wanting to talk to people, wanting to go ahead and call them up, wanting to do something. But of course, at 11, 12, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, Sunday morning, you're not going to be calling very many people up. If you do, you're not going to have very many friends. So anyway, I had to, but I literally could not go to sleep because my excitement level just went out the door. Now Sunday is a day of worship and a day for the Lord, so I didn't really do anything on Sunday. So actually, I started really, trying to do something after work on Monday, and so I've been in a little over 3 weeks if you go with the Thursday night, but I really didn't do anything until the following Monday. To answer the questions.
So, 3 weeks, 55 people, and so, what's the main method of approach you're using when you're talking to people?
The main method of approach is very simple. If you can't tell, I'm sort of excited. Excitement is the key. Where do you get your excitement from? Belief in the company. I figured I had to do something like that just to show Eddie up. Anyway, no, in all seriousness, this individual called me up the other day, one of the 55 that had joined, and he said, this has really tickled me. He said, I really hadn't even looked at the videos and stuff, but he said, I saw how excited you were, and there's no upfront money, and it's only $9.95, so I went ahead and jumped in. Now I got to figure out what I jumped into. So when I say excitement really works, it really does, and people are going to be able to see if it's a put-on excitement, something that you're, going through the motions doing, or if you really are genuinely excited. And again, belief in what you're doing is so important, and it's so simple to have belief in this company because, number one, the product. The product is awesome. It's personal development. And if anybody knows anything about personal development, whoever gets in there and starts learning about these tips that they're going to be giving you and start applying the tips, the people are going to grow as an individual and they're going to better themselves. And that excites me, and that just is really, really awesome. So for $9.95 a month, you get 4 of these videos. Sometimes you get 5, so it would be between $2 and $2.50 for something that's going to change your life in a very positive way. So 1, that's where a lot of my belief comes from, just because I know the product is so awesome. And it would be an awesome opportunity, to help and, build people's lives up if there wasn't even any compensation plan. But the good news is, not only are you helping people develop as an individual and make their lives a lot more worthwhile and building their self-esteem so they can be a much better, asset to the world and to themselves and to their family, but there's a compensation plan. So when you take that and that, it's just
a no-brainer.
A no-brainer. Good answer. But it's
so if you're not quite as excited as Greg, that just tells me you haven't grasped the full picture of ILA yet. So spend more time checking into what you've gotten into, and you will raise your level. Maybe not to his. His might be higher than most people, but it will get there, and people that know you will know. So just
excitement.
Keep checking it out until your light bulb goes on.
Excitement and belief. The belief is the product, and then you really just get really excited when you start realizing what you have. And as soon as I realized what I had, as soon as I could take a little bit of time off from work, I went, put it in.
A little bit of time. He took 2 weeks off of work to go work this. 2 weeks, that's how much his light bulb went on. He took 2 weeks of vacation, and they offered him overtime, which as a postman is $35 an hour. He said, I'm sorry, I can't afford to do that. I've got to go get this billed. So,
and in actuality, that's pretty much the case. But actually, the first day, Monday, was a holiday, so I didn't take vacation for that. And the second day, I couldn't take vacation because they forced me in. But after that, I took 2 days vacation, and then I had the weekend off because it was my long weekend. And that was the day, Friday, when they wanted me to go ahead and work, which I told them I couldn't work because I saw the big picture. Even though I really needed the money to pay bills at this present time, there's no way. You're talking $250 versus thousands, long-term retirement, something, that time that you can go ahead and do the things that you want to do. You just have to start getting excited and start seeing and realizing that your dreams are going to come true, whatever the dreams may be. And I started realizing that really early on. And I realized the more people you can get in, the more people you can go ahead and get excited about this. You're going to help people, they're going to help you. It's an incredible company, because in my short time in, people have been helping me, and then I come right back and then help them. And it's just a give and take, but everybody is winning in this, and it's just an incredible company. I've never seen anything like it. And the one thing you got to realize is there's been times that people get into things and they don't work out very well, like the last thing I got into. But the only successful people in life are those people that get up, dust themselves off, and keep on going. Do not quit. Do not quit, no matter what. It's a numbers game. It is really a numbers game. You're going to have people that think they know everything and smirk and, maybe call you names and like Bernie Madoff and all this other stuff. But don't worry about that, because just know, what you got in your hands, and know that it is going. It's going. And when you start bringing the checks to them and showing them, they're the ones that are going to have a little sourpuss mouth. But anyway, so I get a chuckle out of this. I really do. So. Okay, and I just wanted to tell you, one of the newest people that I've got, I guess it was number 50, actually my last person that came in yesterday, he actually is a legal alien from Mexico. He's got
legal.
Yes. That's a good. He's got a tax ID and everything like that. But he's gotten in, and I showed him the video, and he said, yes, I'd like to go ahead and get in. This is something that really touches my heart, because his daughter, made this and presented it to me and gave it to me, and they're so very thankful. I can see that it's going to change their life. And the neat thing about it is, when he got in, he said, yeah, I definitely want to, I want to do it. And then he said, do you mind if, can I bring my wife in? Can I bring my cousin in? Can I bring my sister-in-law in? My other sister-in-law? And the vast majority of these people live in Mexico. So actually, he's bringing in with himself, I think, 10 or 11 people. I think it's 10 people, maybe 11. No, actually, I think it's 11 people. And it's just incredible. But he sees it. This individual is a very hard worker. I've seen him work, I know, numerous times. I hardly ever see him. He's always working, but he sees the opportunity, and he's so very thankful. And I see the way this is going to change his life, change his family's life back in Mexico. When we go Spanish, I've already got, we got a leg up down there in Mexico, and so I'm very, very excited about, that.
Si, senor.
But it touches people's lives. And to get this thing, I actually got a second one. The first one I was given yesterday. This one I was given today. The first one is up on my refrigerator at home, just because I know how this company is going to be able to touch him and his family, and his relatives in Mexico. And that is something that's very, very near and dear to my heart, because you're helping people all around the world, except maybe China. But
we won't get into that.
But we won't touch base on that.
All right, so let's try and get into a few nitty-gritty details. So when you say you're talking to people, are you emailing, calling, visiting in person? What's your main contact method?
My main contact method is, if you take a look at this phone, you'll probably understand what my main contact method is. You see this phone? That tells you I'm a dinosaur roaming the plains of the earth. I do things the old-fashioned way. I got on Facebook about 2 days after I got into this company, because I figured I might be able to find out, something, maybe track some people down, which I did, thank you, Lord. And anyway, so I don't know much about, what is it that song goes? I don't know much about trigonometry. No, but I really don't know.
Please don't sing.
Yeah. I don't know too much about all this technical stuff. I'm technologically challenged, but again, that doesn't matter. Excitement is all. But anyway, the main way I approach people is just by talking.
If they have a pulse and they're breathing.
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if they're breathing, that's the most important thing. If they're breathing, that's what you need, and then you just go and talk to them real quick. The excitement is all the things that you really do, and then just send them to the website. Let the website do the talking, and don't try to get too complicated. Don't try to recreate the wheel. The wheel is already created. Just get them to watch the video. If you can get them to watch the video, that's probably 70% of the battle right there, because people will procrastinate, and they'll get around to it. But here in Team Revolution, I wish I had a little board here so I could show you this, but there's a circle, and then you have a T-U-I-T in it. That's a round to it. And we cancel those round to it's. Just do it. No round to it's, just do it. All right, so get on the street. Don't worry about, knowing everything about the company, because if you try to get to know everything about the company, you ain't going to do anything, because you'll never know enough about the company. Just go out and do it. And what was the question anyway?
So my understanding is you were talking to them in person.
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely in person, whether you know them, whether you don't. Number 54 was an individual I ran into, I think it was Friday. I was going in to get an ice cream cone, one of my favorite foods. That's very important for my nutrition, at Burger King, which of course is not really ice cream anyway, but we won't go there. And I was in line, and this individual, just happened, again, and with this, you don't have to go ahead and try to figure out if they can go ahead and do it or can't do it. It doesn't matter how much money they make. It doesn't matter anything. It really doesn't. So don't be thinking you have to go to all these, people that make all sorts of money and stuff, because you don't. A person that comes in that makes $10,000 versus a person that comes in that makes $100,000, it's all the same. They're equal in this company. It's equal. You can help them out. If they're motivated, if they want to go out and do it, it doesn't matter who it is. They can go out and get it done. So a guy that makes $10,000 can do better than a guy that makes $100,000. That makes no difference. So don't get the idea that you have to talk to all these people that are high up in life and everything. You don't. Just talk to anybody. The person I met in Burger King just happened to come in. I guess he was coming in for a drink. I came in for an ice cream cone. Never met him in my life. But he saw the excitement. And I just said, hey, I just wanted to share something that just came into my life 3 weeks ago. And it's just an incredible opportunity. But let me go ahead and just clear a few things up. One, there's no money. It's an opportunity, but you don't have to put any money down. That's the one thing that people really get scared of. You go ahead and clear that out of the way real quick, and so they'll be a little bit more receptive to you. Second thing is, it's only $9.95 a month. And then you can just say this is the website. Just go ahead and get to the website,
And you've been handing them actually a little card.
which I put them all into my car, so I don't have a yellow card. Although yes,
Okay, we'll have templates for those.
yes, we do, and that's and I appreciate the support of the person that got me in, Mr. Kane, gave me these templates because it would probably have taken me a week to try to figure out how to do it. So he saved me a week's time so I could go out and talk with people and bring them in. But anyway,
That was
so
a pretty good investment, I think.
yeah. Anyway, so I just talked to him. He saw my excitement, and that's what keys it. The excitement. When people see the excitement, I'm telling you.
We wish you would get excited.
Yeah, when people
really
see
wish
the
you would get
excitement,
excited.
they will know it and they'll go back. Now, again, the battle is getting to actually watch. This individual went home, took a look at it. Next morning, calls me up, says, "It looks awesome. I really want to go ahead and get in." And then, I said, "Well, here I'm at my computer at my house," and we just talked over the information. He was in, and he's off. And as a matter of fact, I was talking to him just before I came here. And he said, "Anytime I talk to you, man, I get really excited and stuff because I don't understand why he would get excited, but it seems to rub off on people." But anyway, so it doesn't matter whether you know the people, whether you don't know them. Now, you do have a little bit of advantage if you do know them, a little bit about them, because you might know maybe what their dreams are, what they like,
Let me just throw this in for a second, just to maybe kind of draw a little picture for you. One of what he saw and what he's next actually right now in position for, he has 55 personal associates that he's put into the business. Now, even if it takes 5 years or 10 years, when all 55 of those matrices are full, he's looking at $55,000 a month
that equals
income. A month.
No, excuse me, plus the $2,500
Yeah,
from
plus,
my personal.
plus his $2,500
Which
from
actually,
his personal.
if you go ahead and get a little calculator out and multiply it out, that equals $690,000 a year.
Yep.
Can you sort of see why I might be a little excited?
So how many people to make that $1 million?
Well, I haven't. I know.
Probably
See,
100.
No, it's less than 100, but
About 80.
probably
About 80.
I don't know where it is exactly.
80, 85.
But I'm not worried. My first goal is to go over 2,000.
But here's the cool
7,000.
part. It doesn't matter. The whole time it's building to that full potential, you're getting paid on the partial the whole time. So it's nothing but going to go up, go up, go up, go up until it reaches that peak of. Right now, he's in line to make upwards of $55,000 per month if he stops today.
Are you kidding me? I need more seed to sow, bro. More seed to sow. And you probably understand. Some people might understand that comment. Some people might not. But that's okay. I'll clue you in a little bit later on,
You're a
one-on-one.
farmer.
Yeah, I'm a farmer, all right.
All right, so that's you mentioned numbers before, so I wanted to know. You have 55 that joined, but how many people have you talked to?
Well, I went to, again, I have these little cards. Approximately, well, I'll tell you, I've handed probably well over 900 cards out. I mean, again.
If they're breathing, have a pulse,
Yes, if
they
you're
get
breathing,
a card.
Yep, basically, that is indeed the case. And you'd be surprised at the ones that, get back with and the ones that don't. So don't judge a book by its cover. If they breathe, hand them a card. Pretty simple philosophy.
That's good to know.
And if you're having to try to convince somebody, you're wasting time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too many people out there that will see this, that all you need to do is get them to go to the website and see the videos. And if that doesn't sell them, you're not going to sell them. And if you do sell them,
They're not going to do anything.
they're not going to do anything. So just move on. Save yourself a lot of time, a lot of discouragement, and just keep blasting and see who sees it and who doesn't. The ones that see it will get in, and then they'll show people, and before you know it, you're making financial decisions, maybe on retiring or whatever.
Which I certainly am already. I'm looking at within 5 years as opposed to 15. And of course, that gets one pretty excited also.
Yeah.
But to make a long story short, if they don't have enough, I basically tell them, I said, hey, I can't spoon feed you here. If you have enough, gumption to go ahead and take a look at this website, I said, And I even tell them right up front, I said, the biggest problem I have with, is getting people to actually look at the video. I'm just very honest with them. If you have enough gut to go take a look at the video, and then, they will get back with questions. Now, I will tell you, 2 major obstacles that I've seen already when I'm coming across this, and these are things that you probably need to think about when you're talking to somebody and actually even address these. One is, there's a big, concern by a lot of people about putting their personal information on the website, their social security, their credit card, and stuff like that. However, I had an individual. Now, I will not say that I did this because I didn't. I just jumped in with both feet. All right? I didn't know, too much about the company. I didn't even take time to listen to the conference calls or anything, because I know what's most important is just, getting the word out and getting the website out to people. But I had this one individual, one of the first people that I approached. Well, everything looks really good and everything, but I am very cautious about putting information out on the internet. And so I said, fine, that's no problem. She said, I got to go ahead and research it. So this is what's so cool about it. I have other people that have gotten into the business that have done all the work, and I'm just getting the people, but I will tell you that this young lady, who's now I don't know if I should, because it'll probably narrow down who it might be, but she's already a managing associate, which is exciting, even though it took her about 10 days to get in after I showed it to her, because she was doing her due diligence and researching. So she told me how she actually did it. GoDaddy is the person that actually does all the security. So she went to... Who?
She checked who is.
Yeah, no, what she did is she went to Visa.com, and after going to Visa.com, she went to something, I think she said was PCI compliance, Papa Charlie India compliance. And then she hit that, and then there was a search window. I guess it said service providers, and she saw that GoDaddy is in compliance with the security necessary, according to Visa.com, that you don't have to worry about anything. So that was really exciting to hear that, because that's the reason why she jumped in. She's pretty high up in management with this Park and Fly type company that provides all the parking for airports and stuff. So I knew she did her due diligence to make sure she checked into this. She also said that the website, or there's something about HTTPS, and S is meaning secure. So don't worry about the social security numbers or any of this other stuff. It is very, very secure.
That's just for taxes.
So, is that what? Okay. Well, I don't know what that is. Again, you don't have to know a lot of this stuff. Just get the people. It's a simple business.
They ask for the social, so you get your 1099 at the end of the year,
right.
so, which means all of us are going to set up LLCs because we're in
Done.
business.
Done.
And then switch it to our EIN number. But more on that in
Well, I don't know
video.
about the EIN number. Okay, I don't know about that now. Again, I don't have to worry about it. But anyway, so that was one major thing, security. So understand, and you can just bring it up, because there's a lot of people that are not probably going to get in because they think, they don't want to put their stuff out on the site. People that have researched it, gone really deep into it, and found out that it's a very secure site, both for your credit card and for your Social Security. The other thing that a lot of people think about is, well, this is a quote-unquote pyramid. Anyway.
Let me address that one, okay?
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes. The only difference between a legal multi-level, what people call pyramid, and an illegal one is there's a product. We have a product. And if you don't think multi-level is legitimate, we here who live in the Orlando area drive by a huge arena every day on I-4 that is called the Amway Arena, who is the founder of multi-level marketing. So if it was illegal, I don't think there'd be a basketball team called the Orlando Magic, and there wouldn't be an Amway Center, because certainly the government would have shut them down by now. So there is nothing illegal about a legitimate multi-level marketing, as long as there's a product, which we have a product. It's called an app.
Smart.
Okay. Well, just to add a little bit to what my sponsor said.
I've heard that one before. That's why I had to speak up.
I think I might have heard about it too. Anyway, there's a lot of people that have preconceived notions
Right.
that already know everything. You know, and if you went to my workplace, you'd meet a lot of them. And they'll nickname you and they'll call you names and all this other stuff. But while you're going to the bank, laughing all the way to the bank, and then start to show them your checks as things go off, and then when you go ahead and just put on this very nice party and you have it catered and everything else, because
In your brand new house.
Again, you know, but anyway, the send off, you know, as you're going out the door in 5 years instead of 15 years, and then saying you go. Anyway, that's going to be he who laughs last, laughs loudest. But anyway, so I will appreciate that day when it comes, and it is coming, and it's coming a lot quicker than I probably even can conceive. But anyway, getting back to the topic of pyramids. Anyway, people have preconceived notions. And the people that actually have gone to the site and looked at it, there's been 8 people from, you know, my company area that have actually jumped in and seen that, because they've gone and actually looked. They've gone and looked. A lot of people might have a preconceived notion. But again, as Eddie said, pyramid is illegal. It's illegal because there's no product or service provided. This is an incredible product. And the really neat thing, another thing that's so neat about this company is the product is not something you have to hand out and sample and spend time and your money to go ahead and buy the product. It's just incredible. Everything is being supported by the company from headquarters. You don't have to worry about anybody writing checks, any of the stuff that have been red flags in the past. You don't have to worry about people that are, you know, in your weak leg or in your strong leg, which it was something that, which was something that we got, you know, paid on the weak leg in another company I was in. You get paid on everybody, and it doesn't matter whether you actually bring them in or whether they fall into your thing from spillover from up above. But anyway, that's really awesome. And the other thing is, a lot of mainstream companies are now, understanding the power of affiliate marketing. Mm-hmm. Affiliate marketing. That is another key word, another key phrase that can use instead of, you know, multi-level marketing. It's basically affiliate marketing industry. And that's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And companies like Verizon, AT&T, Citibank, Berkshire Hathaway, they've all realized how important and how good a way that they can go ahead and get their product.
Spend time learning all that.
Well, I just, as a matter of fact, I learned that just the other day. As a matter of fact, actually, it was today, this morning. So I haven't even been able to use this yet. You know, if I need to use it for whatever reason. But, you know, that's another thing. There are mainstream companies realizing how important and how good a delivery system it is for affiliate marketing. And so, you know, all these preconceived notions, don't worry about it. Okay, I guess those are the 2 main things, you know, obstacles that I see. People have preconceived notions and the security aspect. All right, next.
It's time for role play.
Role play?
Yeah. He's breathing.
You want me to roll, or you want to like rolling?
I want you to treat Dad as if he's the breathing person that you're actually approaching, and what would you do? Kind of just demo.
He's breathing.
Demo how you would approach him about ILA, just so they can kind of see.
Oh, okay.
What it was you would do.
Today we're going to pretend we're in line at Burger King.
Like I was the other day, in reality, waiting for my ice cream cone.
Yay, talking to the 4th person.
How's it going?
Okay, how you?
I'm doing awesome. Just doing awesome.
How long you been waiting?
Oh, not too long. Just a
pretty
few minutes. Yeah, moving really good. As a matter of fact, it'd actually be beneficial if they weren't moving very fast, because I just have to tell you something. Just a real quick thing. I have come across something in the last 3 weeks that is just really awesome. First of all, to alleviate your fears and stuff, hey, there's no upfront monies. It's a business opportunity. There's no upfront monies. In other words, you can join. You don't have to pay $500. You don't have to pay $1,000. Nothing like that. All right? Just so you know. And the other thing that's so neat about it, it's only $9.95 a month. It's something that
Cost me more than that to bring my wife to Burger King.
You got that right. Let me tell you. So, you know, just take one less trip to Burger King, and you can afford this.
Okay.
All right. But anyway, something very
How
exciting.
much can I make?
Very, very exciting. Well, it will tell you everything right on this card. Let me go ahead. www.ilivingApp.com/CPT1DERFUL. CPT, because I was a captain in the Army.
Okay.
Wonderful, because I'm wonderful for sharing this with you. So I'm Captain Wonderful.
You're funny. You're funny.
Yeah, you like that, huh? Okay.
So all I got to do is go here and watch a couple. How long does it take to do all
Well,
this?
the two videos are about a minute long each, and the compensation video, which will really tell you the meat and how you can actually get compensated, is about 10 minutes long.
Okay.
But it's an awesome product. Personal development, help anybody out.
In 5 questions, I call you.
Yeah, call me. That's my name. My phone number. And you got to be honest with them, because right now there are glitches in the company.
Honest with who?
I'm talking to people that are watching this now, okay? Okay, you got to be honest with the people, and this is what I do. I say, right now, the company's only 4 weeks old, and when a company, gets into business, everything doesn't go as smoothly as you'd like. So right now, there's some glitches. All right. So if you cannot get into my personal website, and you'll see that it's my personal website because on the upper right-hand corner of the page, it'll say "Brought to you by Greg Davis." If you can't get there, you can still watch the videos at the company website, ilivingApp.com. But do not sign up there. Because if you sign up there, you go into Never Never Land, and I'm not Peter Pan to come in and rescue you, okay? So you can go ahead and call me. Go ahead and call me, and I'll go ahead and walk you through it. All right? But this is an incredible opportunity. No upfront money. Only $9.95 a month.
Okay.
All you have to
Give
do
me
is,
the card.
all you have to do is be 18, have a Social Security number or federal tax ID number, and have
It only takes
Visa.
about 10, 15 minutes.
about 12 minutes actually, but we won't get into nitty gritty.
Okay. All right, I'll check it out.
No problem. But
Now get your food so I can eat.
no, I still haven't got my ice cream. As a matter of fact, I didn't have any ice cream today, but that's okay. You got to realize though, the biggest and hardest thing that you got to get when you join this company, the hardest thing to do is to get somebody to actually watch the video. I'll tell you that up front. So I can't spoon feed this to you. You either watch it or you don't. You can take advantage of this. It's like a key. That thing right there, where is it?
Right here.
This is a key to a door.
This one.
Yeah, this
What
one.
door did
Yeah,
that fit?
this is the old antiquated door. You see the difference in colors? Just a point. The bright yellow one, much better than the first type that I got, yellow. So if you're going to go ahead and get little cards like this, make it a bright color. If you're a man, I would probably say don't get pink though. Probably get yellow. Anyway, but I probably should go ahead and retract that statement. But anyway, but this is like a key to the door. This is what I always tell them. You can take the key, open the door, look behind the door. You don't have to walk through the door if you don't want to. Okay? But if you don't open the door to see what's behind the door, how can you make a decision? So, your key, use it.
Thank you.
In this scenario, Eddie Kane on the left is a close friend of Greg Davis on the right and knows of his past failures.
Hey, Eddie, what's going on?
Greg, how you doing?
Doing great. Just incredible. I've just developed a little spring in my step over the last 3 weeks.
Good spring.
A little spring in my step.
You remind me of my father-in-law.
Anyway, I just want to share this thing with you. I know that you know about everything that has happened in my past. Okay, hello. Just
Okay.
give me 30 seconds, all right?
Only because you're a friend.
Okay, very good. 30 seconds. I know that you know about
I'm
everything.
counting right now.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead and start counting 1, 2. Then you won't be able to hear what I'm saying. But anyway, 30 seconds.
3, 4.
Anyway, 30 seconds. The only people that are successful in life are the ones that have to get knocked down and get up and go. You know that in the past, I've gotten involved in things, okay? I've gotten involved in things where I've actually lost my shoes, my shirt, my pants, my everything. I mean, my credit card debt went up to the ceiling, and actually I'm still trying to dig out from underneath that because of the high exorbitant interest rates. So you already understand that. So I'm not going to blow any smoke your way. But this is an incredible opportunity. Found out about 3 weeks ago. No upfront money. No upfront money at all. Only $9.95. So there's no risk involved in it. It's incredible. The product is personal development. It's going to come down through a mobile app or down through the internet. And the compensation plan will blow you away. If you don't take a look at it, again, I'm going to give you a key to the door. Key to the door, open the door up, take a look behind it. If you don't do that and you go along with your preconceived notions, that's okay. But you know what? You're going to miss this opportunity. And I'm going to go ahead. That's no problem. I'm going to go ahead.
I've seen too many.
No problem. I just want you to know. Because when I come back and I show you these checks.
When you come back with the checks, you tell me.
Oh, I'll show you the checks. I'll show you the checks. But when I do that,
Greg.
I have a clear conscience because I've mentioned it to you.
Okay.
And I wipe my conscience clean right now.
All right.
And when I come back, he who laughs last.
Yeah.
I told her way back when, I said, eat my dust. I said, I haven't even begun. I'm just warming up.
Yeah, I'm only at 16.
I haven't even got to the starting point yet.
Yeah, y'all say that, and I'll say,
Are you doing this?
I only have 10.
You're not recording, are you?
Of course he is.
And I only have 10, but
You get paid on it,
I'm
everybody.
brokenhearted because 2 of my 10, one has 55, and one has 16. So I'm all brokenhearted. I only have 10.
And we all get the same 40%.
Yeah.
All right. We are recording, right? Okay. So we're coming back one last time because Greg made a good point about wanting to talk about how he follows up with the different people so that you can understand. Follow-up is important in basically how you do it. So how do you follow up with people after they watch the video?
I bite him on the back of the heel and I don't let go. No.
That would surprise me.
No, in actuality, follow-up is very, very important because guess what? Life gets in the way of people. And you go ahead and hand them the card, and I've found people that have misplaced the card, don't know where the card is, they're going to get around to it, whatever. So you just, remind them, tell them, positioning is very important in a company like this because it really is. The sooner you get in, the better position you're going to have, and the quicker you'll be able to start reaping the benefits.
And depending on when you watch this, we are just in pre-launch.
Right. Until maybe
Pre-launch started the 1st of
February.
February,
And today is
so-
the 2nd of February, so let's figure
technically it's 2 days.
it's a day ago. Yeah, day ago.
I'm a day.
It's like day old bread almost.
Yeah.
So how do you follow up?
Oh, how do I follow? Oh, well, if I see him, I follow up. I just say, hey,
Have you watched
have you watched the video? You haven't watched the video? And I said, this is the hardest part of the whole process. You can get people to watch the video, then
So what if
that's
they
a battle. If they watch the video, do you have any questions? Do you have any concerns? And that's when you can actually bring up some of the 2 points I've made about the things that I've seen most people are concerned about is the security, 1, and we've already talked about that, and 2, the fact that, quote unquote, it's a pyramid. Again, this is not a pyramid. It's a very legitimate business because you have the product and the service. It's a very, very secure website, so you don't have to worry about that. But follow-up is very, very key because, again, people misplace things. People, think they're going to get around to it. And then people just forget about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And you just go ahead and just jog the memory a little bit. And then you tell them, well, the first time I talked to you, I had, 15 associates. Now I'm up to 26, or now I'm up to 35. Now I'm up to 50, And just think of where you would have been if you actually looked at it 2 weeks ago, or whatever. So, you just sort of, prod them a little bit, and then you can always say, right now, 55 times 1,000 per month plus 200, that's only about 690,000. I guess you don't have time to go ahead and look at something that might bring you a bunch of money. And because right now, it's only up to 690,000. I know you're probably going to wait until it gets to $1 million, but that's okay. You do all the waiting you want, because while you're doing all the waiting, I'm doing all the making. But no, I mean, depending on who it is and stuff, you can, if it's, a close person or you know them, you can jab them a little bit more than you would, an
Japanese
individual,
good.
yeah, than you would somebody that you
The
really
Bible
don't know
calls
or an
it
acquaintance.
provoking one another to
To
love
love
and good works.
works.
Yep. So
Yeah.
that's actually a scriptural thing.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
I don't think you get much wiser than the Bible. So.
But
And I can tell you, I've paid hundreds of dollars for some closing tactics from the $1 Million Makers, and they all say, your focus is on the emotion. You get into them, what is their dreams, hopes, desires, and you bring that up, and what are they doing about it? Because this business gives them an opportunity to be self-sufficient so that they can pursue their hopes and dreams, and instead of being stuck in a job that they hate, just trying to barely get by, if they can pay all their bills, if they even can get a job, with all of us that are out of work at this time in the current recession. And the other thing is, you do want to jab on their pain. What's their pain source of, do they really hate their job or do they love it? So if they love their job, obviously the getting rid of it's not a pain, but the poking at they don't have freedom if they're stuck working a 9 to 5. There's no time for their family that's growing up faster than they want. There's no time to do all of the things they love. Poking at those pain points is a good thing, because this business will benefit everyone who is a part of it. And if you do not do everything in your power to provoke them to at least look at it and consider it, you're not doing your job. And that's what it is. So,
one last point, as our president and founder of this company, John Rogers, says, personal development is the conscious choice to improve one's life, to become a better person, and to grow as an individual. In my personal experience, I really do enjoy my job. I really do. I enjoy people. But, I'm in a job that's a dead end. Yeah. I'm at the ceiling. There's no way I can make any more money. And
it looks like there's some way you can make less. The way it's going right now.
Oh yeah, very possible.
Potential,
absolutely. But so in the one aspect, as far as being able to grow, in my personal life, as far as being able to provide better things for my family, about doing things that I want to be able to do to help other people. I mean, I was at a ceiling. I couldn't do anything about it. And this, I was sort of like in a rut in that one aspect. And that's something that I want to improve. I want to, personally develop and improve myself in that area. And this gives me an opportunity to go ahead and do that. So just realize, I was basically at a dead-end ceiling. And now, because I was sort of down in that area, in a rut, now I'm not. Because when you see this, and when you understand what you've got, and if you don't understand, ruh-roh, yeah. If you don't understand, it's the real deal. I have seen, I got in like the second week of the company, and if you had seen the website, what it looked like the very first day that it was there, versus the way it progressed and continues to progress and continues to progress, you'd be getting really, really excited because you understand the quality of people that are leading and driving this company, the support that you have that is coming down. Now we have something called webinars, which again, that's another tool that just came out yesterday. So that's something you want to go ahead and take a look at. But there are two other things. Make sure you get onto Facebook, request to become a friend or whatever. I don't know all the terminology of that stuff yet, but a friend. So then you're with your sponsors, so they can go ahead and get you into the closed group called Team Revolution. And then there's a separate site. What's that called?
My Team Rev.
My Team Rev, which is the training site that this is going to be on.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, you know how to get there. So.
A good point. So I guess we have to.
Make sure your team members.
But make sure your team members do.
Yeah,
Very good.
I do want to say this before we close. Obviously, we're having a lot of fun, but we take this very seriously. But we are showing you just how much fun making money can be. This is an absolute blast. I can't remember the last thing I've done that I've enjoyed so much. Certainly not the jobs I've had in the past. And so I actually am changing my future while having fun. I was pretty much internet illiterate, Facebook I know just enough to get me in trouble.
I'm still there,
But,
illiterate.
you know, I'm progressing in that, and I'm having a blast
I'm not.
Facebooking with people. And he will when he gets done talking to everybody in Burger King and McDonald's. But, I mean,
Oh, no.
we can have a lot of fun. The whole
There are
point
gas
is,
stations, there are coffee shops,
Starbucks.
mechanics, you know, nurses, doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs.
how many people did you talk to the day your car broke down while you were at the mechanics?
Anybody that walked in, pretty much. The mechanic,
So
the mechanic's
even
mother.
you can even have fun building this business in the middle of trouble with your car in the shop, and you're sitting there waiting on your car to be fixed. And you can be fun. Just make it fun. All right, Jennifer, you got anything closing thoughts you want to share with us? Other than we're so excited you're part of Team Revolution, the fastest growing, the most awesome team in ILA, the most awesome business out there right now.
This is proof that
You are
everybody
awesome and awesome. Here we go.
One last thing. You are in your own personal business. So when you're eating at Wendy's or McDonald's or any of these really nutritional places, or even at a restaurant,
Yeah.
you know, when you're eating at those, and then you talk to somebody about the business, guess what? It's a business deduction. Isn't that good?
I love those deductions from my meals.
So think about it. If you're in this business, your internet's now a business deduction because you need internet access to do this business. If you have a smartphone and you have the app on it, your phone is now. I mean, you might want to check this out with your accountant, but these are facts.
We are not qualified to
whatever
give
you
legal
need,
advice.
whatever you need for your business is a deduction,
Good point.
whether you already have it or not. So check
And
that
We'll
out.
make another video on the tax benefits of home-based businesses.
If we've overloaded you,
Good.
just rewind, watch it again some other day. Take it in chunks. But we're so excited you're on Team Revolution. We will check with you on Facebook. And let's go. I'm standing in line at McDonald's.
I'm coming to stand in line at McDonald's because I like the McFlurries. What do you like?
I like the cheap food.
So how you doing? You having a good day today?
You talking to me?
Of course I'm talking to you. Does it look like I'm talking to anybody else?
Well, I couldn't tell when I was hearing a voice behind me.
Anyway, I just wanted to share something with you real quick.
Okay.
I just came into an exciting opportunity just less than 3 weeks ago.
This is
But don't say anything yet, because the first thing I'm going to tell you is
it's one of them pyramid things, isn't it?
exactly.